As I talk, the Indian Prime Minister is on a long foreign tour. He had visited Japan. Now, after Papua New Guinea, he is in Australia for a rapturous reception by the Indian people there. Sydney is supposed to be the concentration of Indian migrants. I'm sorry to say migrants, but they are migrants. And the point I want to say today is I read 3 book reviews in the FT. The article is titled, "Is This India's Century?" It's a very provocative question for which I don't know what will be the answer of the Indian establishment. Many will say this is maybe India's moment, but there are not enough critical voices to enlighten the Indian citizens about the India's century that has arrived or about to arrive. That's a question that we have to ask. There are some 3 books on India written by one by Indian, 2 by Indians, and one, I think all three by Indians. And I had read through these reviews more than once. What I want to convey is, whatever be the India's claim to be the world's very soon to be the 3rd largest economy, it will not be easy to win international recognition by citing some statistics alone. India is progressing, no doubt. India is a big market, and what will be the competition in the future for India's claim to be on the world table of achievements and recognitions. Our role as a leading player on the international stage in foreign affairs, in diplomacy, in much else, in abolishing poverty, and our claims to have wiped out poverty altogether is yet to be achieved. That, let us be frank, there are of course great potential. At the same time, there are pitfalls. And after the recent one election in one Indian state, there are critics even within India who are questioning whether we are a mature democracy. It is not. It is an one-way traffic. It looks at still, and we have to get our democratic credentials right, fully in play. And unfortunately, the Indian media is not playing its role. It had been suppressed, subdued, and not one sentence or one article or one utterance by the Indian heavyweights, be the Prime Minister or the leaders of the opposition or the other regional parties, about why India is not playing its traditional role of a peacemaker. In the Pandit Nehru days, we were still very poor, but yet, as the late V.K. Krishnamenon used to say, India counts, India counts, he used to repeat. And today, can we say India counts? That's the very question that I like to ask my fellow Indians. And I don't think India counts today, because our credentials on human rights, individual freedom, and much else, media freedom, we can go on, are very suppressed and depressed, and we are a nation of silent majority. This we have to shed our inhibitions, and we must learn to stand up for individual freedoms. Individual freedom and democracy are the cornerstones of any great nation. Even a small countries like Finland, Sweden are rated high because of their neutrality and their own independent stand on many critical issues. While India, being such a large country, is still taking our cue from the big powers, be it China or Russia or other regional. I want to use my words carefully. There are rogue governments, yet they get a lot of attention because of the other achievements like freedom, democracy, and open society. So I would like to urge the younger generation, the next generation who are going to benefit, take their education seriously, not to become aspiring migrants, job seekers abroad. We should have patriotism, old values like love for the country, etc. And then only we will be taken seriously and we will become a nation that can play a role in preventing wars, playing a role for nuclear disarmament and other peacemaking initiatives. Thank you.